Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Nanaya Jantua has finally reacted to Kofi Jumah's statements of threat to his workers, in which he was telling them not to join the demo, and if they dare, if he found someone among them, he will sack them personally, which triggers Nanaya to also reply to him, telling him that the company is not his private company, and if he doesn't know the rules and regulation or the law pertaining to demo, he should better go and learn it or know it. She also outlines some of the actions of the president, which shows that the president is not committed in fighting Galamsey. And due to that, he asked them not to waste their time because they know they can't fight Galamsey and they are aware of what is happening on the ground. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what she said into detail. But before you go, I would like you to subscribe to the channel as a new member as well. Hit the notification bell, like and also share to other members to watch as well. This is the only channel. PENDREAM TV is the only channel to get your best political gist and latest updates. Please don't miss out. For that matter, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, turn the notification to all posts so that you will be the first person to receive any updates that will be loaded onto the platform. Thank you. Join me listening to what she said now. Be right back.
Interacted with organized labor all these years. If you look at that atmosphere and then you look at the outcome, as we saw yesterday, the agitation even from UTAG, represented by Professor Jampo and Ito, and then you look at what the perception now is, not only on social media, but also in real time. What does it tell you? What might have happened?
Thank you very much, Roland. Let me say good morning to your viewers. Good morning to my auntie and my sisters here. And good morning to my friend Abdul Latif Dan of Ablekuma Central. And good morning to my flag bearer. And good morning to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Alan Chamati.
Dr. Wamia.
You see, the point is that there are 21 trade unions.
21 trade unions?
Yes, there are 21 trade unions. And immediately you see this, then it means that there wasn't enough consultation amongst them. So there wasn't a consensus. So it's even possible that if they embarked on the strike, they wouldn't have gotten a quorum. It's also clear that there was some kind of, they said they had discussions with the president and everybody. There was some kind of talks amongst them. So because there was no quorum formed, then you realize that if you embark on the strike, it will not be successful. But they should have done their homework well. Because I was even surprised that the nurses, the doctors, were not prepared to be part of it. Because whatever the effects and ramifications of Galamsey lies at their doorstep. Because they are seeing the kidney diseases, the liver, the poisoning and all that. And they actually came out as doctors to say that the nation is facing a crisis. And so I do not know why they had to pull out. Okay, it's an essential service, we do agree, but there's a way that they do it. So organized labor, I believe, from what I know, they didn't do enough consultation among the 21.
So internally, there should have been enough consultation?
Yes, because there are 21 trade unions.
How did their ranks break then, envisaging, based on experience and observation?
Their ranks broke because there wasn't adequate communication, and there's a new leader. He should learn the ropes. Even though he has been in the organized labor trade union for a very long time, Joshua and Cancer, right?
Joshua
Ansa. I saw him and I then knew, I didn't know his name. I'd worked with him variously. So he should learn the ropes. And also, I did my master's on why trade unions go on strikes. And sometimes beneath it is maybe their own interest, some request that they are looking for. So if it is giving them. There are so many dynamics in there, but on the surface for Professor Jampo to come out, it means that there was some issues with consultation.
A lack of consensus.
Yes, and communication. And also, even when you listen to the Chobwe, the Chobwe wasn't strong. You see, we the comrades, we have a certain Chobwe, ask Auntie Rodali. When we do the Chobwe, then it comes. Because the TUC are comrades.
No unison.
No, but this Chobwe was weak.
This TUC is no longer comrades.
Yes, you get me. They always be comrades. The TUC, the Chobwe was weak. So it presupposes that there was a problem, that they themselves didn't have a consensus. But I just want to say that, Roland, you asked me so many questions. I have to also say, I want to say that there's no commitment on the part of government.
Why?
Because you see, if government is really committed to this fight, we should not be going through all this charade.
There are soldiers who will be deployed.
Soldiers have always been
suspension
deployed.
Of the LI.
It has always been. There was no LI in 2023, but people were still mining and we had issues. You get me?
You mean prior to 2020?
Yes, 2020. Even yes, prior to 2021, the LI was 2023, I guess.
No.
2022.
I have to find.
Yeah, I think it's 2020. And even for them,
it was supposed to be in 2020 LI, I think.
2023. So that allowed them to mine in the forest, right?
Yes.
So it's 2023. It's about a year ago. Before then, what was happening? Everything that the president is saying, it has been said before. And besides, he didn't even sign that letter.
Does it matter?
It matters. It shows commitment. It means he has taken the charge himself. And I'm surprised the president wants to write the manifestos of the other parties. Is it his business to tell them that they should sign a pact?
And this is in relation to...
Why should they sign a pact? I mean, you are in charge. Do the work. You don't need the help of anybody. When you were going to IMF, you did not call us. It concerns Ghana. When you were going, you gave us e-levy. You did not consult us. Now, why are you saying that people should be involved in the fight?
That is where they say they want a pact without politics.
Why?
Why do you think that has been...
It is not his business. We want him to fight Galamsey. When they also come, they also have their own plan. They have they have their manifestos. They have a plan how to do it. Even the MPP that is in government, they themselves, they are always reading their manifesto to tell us what they are going to do. Do you get me? So the president cannot come and tell people to sign a pact. It is neither here nor there. You cannot tell me what I will do in my manifesto concerning Galamsey. That is not your business. Your business is for you to fight the menace that is killing us. Look, Roland, a friend of mine told me that somebody who spoke to him, my friend is a doctor, that 2 of the ladies' brothers just died. They went to the site to use cyanide and to do their things. They didn't wash their hands properly. They came home hungry, put their fingers in soup to eat fufu, and they died. Because there were traces on their hands. The 2 brothers just died. This is how bad it is. But I want to tell Kofi Jumah that if he is a CEO, he should know that the workers have a right to a strike, and it's a human right. So he cannot sit there and say that you sack somebody who doesn't have.
The Constitution has.
Yes, it is a human right.
And the Labour Act.
The Labour Act. So he doesn't know. So anybody who speaks like that doesn't respect Ghanaians. So it is
also Kofi Jumah.
Of course he doesn't, because how can
an experienced politician?
You experienced, then he should know. Maybe he's not experienced public service servant, because you see the GIOC, his company, it is the one at risk, because the base of the product that he's producing is water. The appetition that he produces is water. Do you get me? So at the end of the day, he should be more concerned and be on the streets with the people who are fighting.
Maso Kofi Jumah.
Of course. Why should he say that he's going to sack the people? Hey. They have a right to strike. You have a right to demonstrate. It's a human right. It's a democratic right. In this democratic dispensation, he cannot sit down and say that you sack somebody. You can't just get up and sack a public servant because they went on strike. No, they have a right. You see, they cannot come and intimidate Ghanaians.
How are they intimidating?
This is an intimidation. To say that if this is not his private company.
You think it's a threat?
It is a threat.
It is a threat.
It is a threat. Even in your private company, your workers have a right to strike.
Once they are unionized?
Yes, once they are unionized. If they are not unionized, fine. But as long as they are unionized, they have a right to strike. It's a human right. As long as they don't engage in any criminality, as long as they don't destroy anything in the organization, they have a right to strike. You get me? This is a strike gone bad. And I don't like the MPP's posture of saying that, oh, it is NDC, it is CPP. Every time it's somebody. So in 2013 to 2016, when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was hit with 15 demonstrations and strikes, was it the MPP doing it? Are they talking from experience? Because His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was hit with 15 demonstrations and strikes, but he took it in his stride. I don't ever remember anybody saying that it was the MPP doing it. And they did. They went on strike 15 times. And every time he himself personally met with them. He didn't let anybody else. If there's any communique that came out, he signed it himself. Now the president has signed this. Wrapping up, it means that he's not interested. He's not committed. We shouldn't worry.
Are you saying that you're looking at the posture of government and then the posture of the president and it's a science? For example, what they say that there cannot be a moratorium.
Where is he right now? He left here with all these problems when we are dying to go to a UN. Somebody couldn't have represented him in there, the foreign minister. When we are in this crisis, this is a crisis, a national crisis. I
don't understand. So you are saying that him leaving the shores of Ghana to attend other important international means that he's not committed?
Is he committed? If he was committed, we would have fought this fight by now. Because it needs a lot of commitment, a lot of valor, a lot of love for the people that you govern. For you to fight this, because it is a health issue. Look, let me tell you before I wrap up. Some women were demonstrating. There was a footage. Some women were demonstrating in, I think, Memphis East. They said we should do galamsey. Galamsey should not be stopped. In the midst of this mini demonstration, without a permit, they sitting in the street. There was a car, Baumia's car, standing there. It is possible pickup. It was there in the midst of that demonstration. So it doesn't show that they are committed. They are not. They shouldn't come and waste that time.
Okay. Roland, I can, the two of you.
I can see that you are pressed with time.
You're both not good enough.
The organized labor asked for a state of emergency, but they haven't gotten it. Or they told us that
the moratorium to be placed.
Yes, they told us that whatever demands that they made, government has met them, or government has, obliged them their request. But they were very emphatic about the state of emergency, and it has not been granted. So the government has not obliged them their request. Whatever went on that we are here today, it is an affront to everybody, because organized labor represents most of Ghanaians, workers, and most people work, and is a chunk of this nation we are talking about. So it's unfortunate.
You think they're disappointed?
Yes, they have. They should have done their homework in a better fashion, because all the accusations about money trading and all that, they should come and say something so that we know we can have some confidence in them. But Laratu was saying something, my sister. You said that if there's a problem and you breach the
reference to the chief executive.
You see, if Madam Beatrice is the one who has a certain editorial policy, and behind the scenes, and you are exacting the editorial policy, whoever sits here will be arrested. Do you get me? Whoever sits here will do the same thing and will be arrested. And I stand with His Excellency John Dramani.
That's even why the company is even sued in addition to me.
Yes. I stand with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I will stand with him today. I will stand with him tomorrow. I will stand with him forever. If he says that the people who have been arrested and put in jail, he will release them. Because they are not the guilty ones. These are hungry young people who Nanado has failed to create jobs, and they found themselves there. I am even surprised that he says that free SHS is helping. People are getting educated. But you still have these young ones at these sites, loads of them, working in Galamsey, which is a very dangerous venture. So if anybody says that because His Excellency Mahama says that he will release certain people, he's supporting Galamsey. No, he wants justice to be done, because the MPP government knows the people who are behind the scenes, who are in charge of the champagnes, who are exporting the illegal gold. These young ones there, do they have access to the international gold market? The gold that is being extracted from the ground, is it being kept in this country? They are exporting it. The police, our Ghana police, they are good with intelligence. Are you telling me they cannot fish out the people behind the scenes? They can. Look, Roland, we are joking with this, we are talking politics with it, but it's a very serious matter. Look, this weekend, the water flew through my tap and I was excited. I poured water, put it in a kettle. I wanted to drink tea. I'm not a tea person, but I'm trying. They say green tea is good. So I'm trying. And I mean, I tried. I boiled the water, put it in a flask, and I saw particles coming to the top. The top of the water was covered with brown particles. And I was scared. This is water from my tap, which is purported to be clean.
In Accra here.
In Accra here. Which is purported to be clean. And I mean, for me, I was like, what is the meaning of this? So we are facing a certain kind of danger that we should not, take it for granted.
Existential threat?
It is a threat. We are in a national crisis. A national crisis? Yes, that we need to deal with. And 14 regions in this country are doing galamsey. In the forests, in the rivers. And this is where we get our livelihood, water and food. And they are being contaminated by cyanide and mercury and all manner of chemicals. And Nanado doesn't care. He signs a pact or a letter, and it is signed by Eugene. You should sign that letter for us to see that you are committed to the ingredients in the content of the letter. And let me say good morning to my very good friend, Juliana Amwako. Mrs. Juliana Amwako.
Is she also fighting galamsey?
Yes, he works with the Labour Commission in Takoradi. Yes, she's fighting galamsey. Everybody, you see, this galamsey fight should not be limited to a few people. If we don't fight, please, it's not coming. Please let me finish. Right. You see,
your interjections are becoming
too much. Yes, please. Because you see, if I say that, I'm not saying that the actual fights, the ingredient, the mechanics, the equipment that we need to fight, the force that we need to fight, the logistics, it should come from government, the commitment. Government is not committed whatsoever, I'm telling you. Because if
you
government...
can clearly see, eh?
I can clearly see, because if government was committed, you see, crime, please, crime is crime.
Let's all come together.
People, I'm not saying I haven't mentioned the name.
Please
let's come
put
together.
Loratu's mic off. She's
I'm not saying to come together. I'm not talking about come together. Paparo, please, let me finish. You see, the point is that it is not this coming together. Coming together, that is not. You see, somebody, when you are in a family, Papa, you are the father of the house. You are the one who gives direction and you are the one who helps to give direction. It's always good that a man is in the house. Even the Bible says that the man takes the lead. So right now, the man we have is Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
Yet you stand with someone.
You stand with Baumia. Why do you have a problem that I stand with somebody? I will stand with him on this matter. Right. Whether you like it or not.
Let me go up to the line.
You see, the point is that I disagree with Auntie Rodelin. You see, who brings the Chinese people? We have to politicize. Who brings the... If you talk about politics, we are talking about the people in power. Who allow the Chinese people to come into this nation? Through the borders, whether roads...
They are not ghosts, you mean?
Yes, they come here and they are given the permit to enter. Is it not the government in power who is doing that? And if they are living here without the necessary permit, who is allowing them to live here? Do you get me? And government has the machinery to fight. If you are in opposition, you don't have access to the police, you don't have access to the military, you don't have access to speedboats, you don't have any business going to monitor the borders of the galamsey areas or to deal with them. So, I mean, it is the responsibility of government to be in this fight for Ghanaians.
Thank you very much, Nania, and then also Loratu, and then Auntie Rodelin. Thank you as well, and thank you. Thank you. Well, step into the world of Dewa 539 for your chance to win big with Dewa Direct and Dewa Chop Money. With Dewa Direct, you have to dial the short code *446#. You pick the range of the numbers 1 to 39. You get to win big 20 times, 40 times, and 400 times your stake. And you get to win cash every evening at 7 p.m. and then also on Sundays at 6 p.m. Now, early birds, they also love Dewa Chop Money. And again, at 10 a.m., you make sure you use that short code, dial *446#. The range of the numbers, once again, 1 to 39. You win the same number of stakes. You can go online and then play dewa-nla.com. And just in case you need help, please make sure that for customer service experiences and then also clarifications, you call the number 055-62-59-249. We're taking a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the latest in sports.
Thank you for watching. PENDREAM TV really appreciates your time. Please, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so for us. Hit the notification bell for more updates. Like and also share to other members to watch as well. Please turn the notification bell on to glue you to the channel for any latest updates that will hit the channel. Thank you.
PENDREAM TV now, so far so good. Say open online portal Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.